I am 42 years old, and here are the reasons why I shift my job from very demanding to less demanding job. Um, we are when we're younger, when we're like in our 20s, 30s. We keep trying to learn new technology, and we don't realize that we're being very occupied with work. We are being occupied with stress. We are being occupied with anything about work. And sometimes, from my experience, when I have a very demanding job, my world just revolves there. When I eat my dinner after work, I realize that I'm not peaceful. Sometimes I'm still thinking about my work. Sometimes someone will just call because it's a very demanding job, like you need to respond. It's Especially in the IT field, that you need to fix something if there is an issue. So people might say that why you move this kind of job, because this job is like there's a lot in the future. There could be a lot of skills that you could learn, but I choose a different path. I choose um, a job that is now like when I get out from my working environment, I am totally free. So it this job is like it doesn't need much skills. Although I'm no longer using some technical stuff. I'm no longer chasing. I'm not also chasing some promotions or any in a corporate ladder. I'm not telling that that is wrong. It just depends to the individual. So I just choose to have when I work, I go to work, and when I'm outside of the job, I choose that I would totally disengage myself in work, so I could focus something else. When I am at home, when I'm playing with my kids, I'm totally present. So when I was with this very demanding job, sometimes even playing with kids, I am not settled. Sometimes some things like on your head, especially you are doing some complex job or like a very demanding job. So even when you eat your dinner, when I eat my dinner, sometimes I'm not at peace. When I fall asleep, I am not totally at peace because someone might call me. Someone might interrupt my sleeps. There might be some issues that I do not know that I get cold. So I choose different path, and I am happy so far. Um, Although there's pros and cons. I do some night shift work, and it's a 12-hour shift, and some days I'm totally off, like 4 weeks. 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, even 7 days. So I do uh, the trade that I have is I will be doing some night, but when I'm out at my work, I am totally free. My mind is very clear, and I realized that uh, when I was working with this very demanding job compared to what I am doing now, um, I learn a lot. I grow myself. I would consider that I grow myself in this a short period of time, comparing those decades of doing very busy at work, because my mind is clear. My mind is able to think. I have some space. When I sleep, I could just totally sleep and not thinking about work or not thinking about deadline, not thinking with anything. People might say that why you choose the job, there's no progress, or you have no progress in the job. For me, any job is just as important to any whatever you do. It could be a cleaning, it could be you are doing the CEO, it could be your farming, it could be anything. It should be just the same, as long as you are happy with what you are doing. Unless if you're not happy with what you're doing, so I think it's time to shift, and it's never too late. It's never too late. So today I'm not working today, I will be working tonight. So this time I am very peaceful and very calm. I don't want to rush things, so I was able to enjoy this view. I was able to sit down here and even have some time talking to myself. So yeah, this is the things that I was not able to do when I was doing very when I was hooked up with the job with a. So it doesn't mean that we don't work, but I just, if I could choose uh, uh, a work that is, I'm not totally my role will not totally evolve, then I would choose to. It's so beautiful that we are able to enjoy the nature. I am so happy that sometimes I was able to walk. I was able to do some things that I cannot do when I was an 8 to 5. And after 8 to 5, there are some works still at home. Then later on, we don't realize time will pass, and we only have we are just uh, we have a very short time in the world. So I realized that if we are not be a weekend, we just keep doing the work, paying the bills, doing the rat race, and anxious, always anxious of anything that's very expensive, then our world will just revolve that. But if we just enjoy the moment, whatever it is, um, there's a saying that Lao Tzu said that if we are depressed, we are thinking too much of the future. Sorry, of the past. The past cannot be changed. And if we are too anxious, we are too worried about the future. But if we just focus on the moment, focus on the present, we are calm and peaceful. Wow. So it's a beautiful learning for me that sometimes when I'm sometimes you we have to follow our our directions, because every person has different goals. So some person could be different goals, like they want to chase promotions, they want to become manager, CEO, and that is not wrong, that's totally fine. And some as well just trying to choose some peace and enjoy the time that we have in this world. And I would like, I'm choosing the leader, I'm choosing to have the time that I could enjoy the nature, I could enjoy the time. So I could spend more time with my kids, totally present, not thinking about work. um, but I still need to go to work, but at least when I get out from work, I am totally disconnected from work. So that was my experience when I was doing a very demanding job. So learning perspective wise is good. You could learn a lot. You could, but it's continuous. It cannot. It's never ending. Learning. Learning in the job is never ending. But that's totally fine. That's totally, if that's what you love. So, oh, there's just a big fish jump over there. Wow, I should have my fishing rod shoot there and while talking and sharing. It's a nice place here. So this is the benefits that I have when I choose a job that is not too demanding, and I am able to plan. I am able to think clearly. Oh, Jim Rohn said that there's a good sharing from Jim Rohn that affirmation is good if you back up that with plan. But when you have affirmation and you don't have any plan, that's delusion. So whatever we do, whatever it is, if we have other plan as well in the future, whatever job that we have, and if we are have some other plans besides, that should be good. Jim Rohn said that it's your affirmation is just delusion if you don't have any plan. But if you have plan, that's very strong. because affirmation is training our brain, it's rewiring our brain. There's a saying that fake it until you make it, but it's the right the what really means the one is our brain is is a programs. So what we have in our brain is just who we are today. So we didn't realize that sometimes that what we are is just the programs of our brain. If we rewire our brain when we are calm, when we have space, when we have when we are trying to disengage with a busy world, we could think. So um, that's very that's very it's very rewarding to see that if there is something in our time, in our day, in our week, or that we could have a solitude, we could enjoy ourselves alone, thinking, just seeing the nature, just do not think about the future or the past, just being at the moment. And there's a writer says, a philosopher says that problems only exist in time. When you see time, the past, when you keep thinking the past, you might observe problem. When you are anxious with the future, you might observe the problem. But if you are thinking at the moment of the present time, problem dissolve, problem cannot exist. Just imagine what you see, where you are right now. It could be in your busy train, bus, or somewhere, or just today. If I was just at the moment present, what I see, I do not see any problem at all. It doesn't mean escaping the problem, but it just means being present is the most beautiful thing that we could experience. See you next time. Babu!